Imagine a world where the ground beneath your feet is always shifting, where familiar landscapes can vanish overnight, and where every step you take could be your last. For the animals living in Yellowstone National Park, this isn't a fantasy or a nightmare. It's their everyday reality. Welcome to Yellowstone, America's first national park. Yellowstone is an extraordinary place where nature showcases its untamed power. Towering geysers, colorful hot springs, and rumbling mud pots paint a surreal landscape that seems almost otherworldly. But what makes Yellowstone truly remarkable is what lies beneath its surface: a massive reservoir of molten rock and a supervolcano capable of unleashing cataclysmic eruptions that can literally reshape the world. Now let's talk about something really interesting. There's this ongoing debate about whether Yellowstone is due for a massive eruption. Some people are super worried about it, while others think it's all just a bunch of hot air. But here's the thing. Scientists have been studying Yellowstone for ages, and they say, don't sweat it. The chances of a major eruption in our lifetime are super low, like less than 1 in 1 million. Yeah, it's a pretty safe bet. The reason why scientists are so confident is because they've been monitoring Yellowstone like hawkeyes since the 1980s. They keep a close eye on things like earthquakes, changes in the shape of the land, and even tiny little movements of the ground. And so far, nothing is giving them the red alert, which is great news for all of us. But if a mega eruption did happen, how bad would it be? Well, let's just say it wouldn't be a walk in the park. If Yellowstone were to blow its top, it would be one heck of a spectacle, that's for sure. The explosion would be so massive that it would leave a massive crater in its wake, like the size of New Hampshire. And let's just say the surrounding area wouldn't be habitable for a long, long time. All the plants and animals would be gone, replaced by a wasteland of ash and debris. But here's the crazy part. The ash and stuff thrown into the air would create massive climate change problems for the entire planet. We're talking years of darkness and freezing temperatures. Basically, it would be like the end of the world, at least for a while. And let's face it, no one wants to live through that kind of apocalypse. Now, you might be wondering why we're even messing around with this supervolcano in the first place. Well, turns out there's some pretty good reasons. First off, Yellowstone is a geothermal wonderland. All that volcanic action means there's a ton of heat coming from beneath the surface. And humans have been harnessing this energy for a long time. Geothermal power plants tap into the heat to generate electricity. So instead of burning fossil fuels, they use Mother Nature's own furnace. That's pretty neat. But it gets even better. Geothermal energy is a renewable resource, which means it won't run out anytime soon. So it's a great way to produce power without harming the environment. Plus, Yellowstone has a ton of other natural wonders, like its famous geysers and hot springs. These attractions draw tourists from all over the world who want to experience the park's natural beauty. Not only does this bring in much-needed revenue for the local economy, but it also helps raise awareness about the importance of protecting these fragile ecosystems. Volcanoes may seem scary, but they're also fascinating natural wonders that play a vital role in shaping our planet. By studying them, we can learn more about the inner workings of Earth and better understand the forces that have shaped our world. Who knows? Maybe someday we'll even figure out how to harness their power for good. As for Yellowstone, well, let's just say it's a reminder that nature is a force to be reckoned with. From its towering geysers to its rumbling depths, Yellowstone is a place where science and adventure come together to create an experience like no other. So next time you find yourself in the neighborhood, be sure to pay a visit. Just don't forget to pack your sense of wonder. Yellowstone is also home to a variety of plant and animal species that have adapted to the unique conditions of the park. One of the most iconic animals in Yellowstone is the bison, a massive mammal that can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. Bison are known for their shaggy brown fur, their humped shoulders, and their powerful horns. They are herbivores, and their diet consists mainly of grasses and other vegetation. Despite their size, bison are surprisingly agile and can run up to 30 miles per hour. Another iconic animal in Yellowstone is the grizzly bear, a large and powerful predator that is perfectly adapted for life in the park. Grizzly bears have thick, coarse fur that helps them stay warm in the cold winters, and their sharp claws and teeth make them formidable hunters. They have a varied diet that includes berries, nuts, fish, and large mammals such as elk and deer. Yellowstone is also home to a variety of bird species, including the bald eagle, which is the national bird of the United States. Bald eagles are known for their distinctive white head and tail feathers, and their loud, piercing call. They are skilled hunters and will eat a variety of fish, as well as other animals such as rabbits and marmots. In addition to these iconic animals, Yellowstone is home to a variety of other species, including wolves, coyotes, foxes, elk, pronghorn antelope, black bears, mountain goats, and much more. The park is also home to a variety of reptiles and amphibians, including snakes, lizards, toads, and frogs. It's important to note that these animals play a vital role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem in Yellowstone. Predators such as grizzly bears and wolves help to control populations of herbivores, which in turn helps to prevent overgrazing and maintain healthy plant communities. As I mentioned earlier, Yellowstone's geothermal features are a major tourist attraction, but they also play an important role in the park's ecosystem. The heat from the geysers and hot springs provides a habitat for a variety of microorganisms, which in turn provide food for other animals, such as birds and bears. The constant movement of the water in the hot springs also helps to aerate the surrounding soil, which helps to support plant growth. Despite the beauty and wonder of Yellowstone's geothermal features, it's important to remember that they can also be dangerous. The scalding water and steam from the geysers and hot springs can cause serious burns and even death. Visitors to the park are urged to stay on designated boardwalks and trails and to keep a safe distance from the geothermal features. In addition to its natural wonders, Yellowstone is also home to a rich history. The park was the first of its kind in the world and was established in 1872 to protect the area's unique geothermal features, wildlife, and natural beauty. Today, the park is managed by the National Park Service and is visited by millions of people each year. Yellowstone is a vast and wild place that is full of surprises. Whether you're marveling at its towering geysers, spotting its elusive wildlife, or hiking through its primeval forests, you're sure to feel a sense of awe and wonder at the majesty of this natural treasure. So if you haven't already, I urge you to add Yellowstone to your bucket list and experience the magic of this truly remarkable place for yourself. You won't regret it. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that might sound strange, but is actually really cool. What if I told you that Yellowstone's supervolcano had a secret connection to ancient Egypt? Okay, maybe that sounds like a crazy conspiracy theory, but hear me out. A few years back, scientists made a pretty shocking discovery. They found evidence of a massive earthquake that happened in Egypt around the same time that the Egyptian civilization collapsed. And guess what? It wasn't just a random tremor. It was a direct result of Mount Vesuvius, the infamous volcano that wiped out Pompeii, having an explosive tantrum. Here's the intriguing part. Scientists think that the massive eruption of Vesuvius could have been the trigger for a chain reaction. It may have triggered the supervolcano in Yellowstone to blow its lid as well, setting off a domino effect of volcanic activity around the globe. Talk about a wild theory, right? Okay, before you start picturing Egyptian pharaohs running for their lives from a volcanic eruption in Yellowstone, let's bring it back down to reality. Even though Mount Vesuvius and Yellowstone are thousands of miles apart, they are actually part of the same volcanic system. It's like they're connected by an underground tube. When Vesuvius erupted, it sent a shockwave through the Earth's crust that traveled all the way to Yellowstone, triggering the supervolcano to rumble to life. Now you might be scratching your head wondering why a volcano in Italy would have the power to mess with Yellowstone. Well, it's all about the magma, the molten rock that lies beneath the Earth's surface. When magma chambers deep within the Earth's crust get too full, they can cause nearby volcanoes to erupt. It's like when you blow up a balloon and it pops. The pressure from the erupting volcano triggers a chain reaction, causing other magma chambers to reach their boiling point and erupt as well. So, in the case of Vesuvius and Yellowstone, the eruption of one volcano triggered a release of pressure in the magma chamber beneath Yellowstone, causing the supervolcano to rumble. This is a rare occurrence, but it's not unheard of. Scientists have documented similar instances where the eruption of one volcano has triggered others around the world to erupt as well. It's important to note that even though Yellowstone is technically a supervolcano, it doesn't pose a major threat to humans. Eruptions from Yellowstone are relatively rare, and the park is located in a remote area of Wyoming, far away from major population centers. However, as with any natural disaster, it's important to be prepared. Local officials work closely with the National Park Service to develop emergency plans in the event of a major eruption. These plans include evacuation routes, shelters, and medical facilities to ensure that people are safe in the event of an eruption. Overall, the potential link between Yellowstone and ancient Egypt is a fascinating topic that highlights the interconnectedness of our planet. While it's unlikely that Egyptians ever witnessed a volcanic eruption in Yellowstone, the two events may be more closely linked than we ever imagined. As scientists continue to study the history of volcanic activity around the world, who knows what other secrets they may uncover? All right, folks, that brings us to the end of our journey through Yellowstone National Park. We've explored its mind-blowing geothermal features, its incredible wildlife, and its fascinating history. But now, it's time to turn the tables and hear from you. What are your thoughts on the theory that Yellowstone Supervolcano played a role in the collapse of ancient Egypt? Do you think it's possible that a volcanic eruption in Italy could trigger a supervolcano in the middle of the United States? Or do you think there's another explanation for the collapse of Egyptian civilization? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more epic stories and fascinating insights. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world around you. You never know what you might discover. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Yellowstone National Park. We hope you learned something new and exciting about this incredible place. If you're still hungry for more knowledge, we've got a treat for you. Check out our other videos about Yellowstone, where we dive even deeper into its geothermal wonders, wildlife, and history. You can learn about the fascinating creatures that call Yellowstone home, explore the park's rich history, and discover even more about its supervolcano. We'd like to take a moment to thank you for your support. Your views, likes, and comments inspire us to create more amazing content about the world's most incredible places. So keep watching, keep exploring, and keep learning. Who knows where your curiosity might take you next? Thanks for watching.